Yo, what's going on, guys? In today's video, I'm just going to be talking about my controls and why I have my controls like that and the consequences for them. So, let's start off actually in my settings real quick. So before I get into this, I'm going to say that I did make slow progressions. Like, for example, recently I changed this. Circle still used to be switching modes, but everything else was the same except for circle was repair. So basically, L1 is crouch. Now this is actually really useful, and I'm already really used to it. And you're probably thinking, oh, how do you switch to the next weapon, like to your left? You know what I mean? Like L1's usually switching to the weapon to your left, right? Well, if you look really closely at the bottom here, I'm gonna increase my HUD. I think it's called. Nope, not over here. Where is it? Alright, this is gonna be really big. Yeah, as you can see at the bottom right, where my, to the very far right, you can see that I'm on the scar, and you can see that triangle is to switch to the left, and then R1's still the same thing, you know what I mean? So, now, after that, I'm gonna be going into what my pickaxe is, since, you know, triangle's taking up, switching back and forth, and that would be the big button in the middle. This wouldn't work for this wouldn't work for Xbox players because, you know, they don't have that middle button. They could use, hold on. You know, they could use their, like, I don't know what button it is. It's like the left of their Xbox button. And that's what they could use, but it just didn't really work. And same with the D-pad stuff that I have set up. So this is really, if PlayStation people want to use this, I will be taking like videos, not necessarily that, but like I'll be showing my controls completely in my settings at the end of this video, and any PlayStation Network user can just use this. And by the way, I obviously am on custom Builder Pro, and yeah. So now you're wondering what map is because you know, map's my pickaxe, so, you know, I gotta switch that out for something, right? So, map is right on my D-pad. Now, this isn't, like, the easiest thing to get to, and, that's, you know, it's fine, I don't need to use my map that much, right? Alright, yeah. So, now we're kind of getting into the stuff on the D-pad that, you know, I don't really use, like, for example, squad comments, you know what I mean? I don't use these. I can open my emotes and then go to the left one, and I can use that. Like, oh, I need some ammo, you know, and I'm not using my mic. So it's really, you know, I used it for something more useful. Alright, and then backpack is up on the D-pad. I don't really use my I don't open my backpack that much, so it's not that important. Alright, and then, yeah, and then I go to, okay, down on my D-pad is to place a marker, right? So if I'm scoped in, it's going to place an alert marker because, you know, that's what it was supposed to set to. If I'm not, it just sets a normal marker. Alright, and then left on the D-pad is to get to my emotes. Oh, sorry. And, yeah. So now we're going to be getting into, like, by the way, I'm showing you all the controls that aren't normal. So, if we look next here, okay, that didn't really work. Okay, now you're wondering what my repair button is, which is circle, which I'll explain after. So circle, I don't really use that much, because of the controls that I have in other spots, which I'll show you in a second. Well, I can't edit it today. Alright, so yeah, circle is repair, and now you're wondering, oh, well then how do you get to your building? I get to my building by clicking on my right joystick. which I've gotten very used to. At first, I couldn't even play, but then I decided to make the change because it's a lot easier, just pressing on a joystick. Alright. So yeah. Now, you guys probably already know, but my edit button, right? If circle is being used as repair, you know, it can't really be used for anything else. So, pressing down on the left joystick is, my edit button, which is actually really nice. So, like, if I'm going to reset something, you can see right here, L, like the L joystick is to get into, edit mode, and then, the right joystick is to reset, so I can do really fast resets. So yeah, it's actually really nice. So yeah, edits are really nice. So yeah, now you're wondering, well, what's auto run? I don't have auto run assigned. I don't really need it. And that's the only thing that's like a missing bind that I don't have. And you know, I'm completely fine with losing that bind. So, yeah. Alright, next. What should we go into next? Alright, let me see real quick. Oh yeah, I believe that's kind of it for the combat part of it. Yep. As you can see here, this is everything you want to see, you know what I mean? Alright. Now, building. When I'm in building settings, pretty much everything's the same, except for, you know, if you were to usually press triangle to get into, to get back to your, what do you call it? You would usually hit triangle to go back to your pickaxe, right? But, you know, that wouldn't work. So, I put triangle as change material, as you can see right above my character's head on this wall. You can see material, and then it says triangle, right? And that's basically a change material. It's kind of a lot easier than having to hit the left on the D-pad. Alright, next we are going to, obviously, edit is the same as it is on normal thing. And then rotating, I don't really need to use that much, and it's just the bottom on the D-pad. So like if, for example, if I do something like, here, hold on. You know, if I do something like that, right? And I'm like, oh, I just need to quickly rotate it, you know what I mean? I can just, you know, use that rotate button. So yeah. And then, obviously, to get out of building, it's the same as getting into building. So yeah. And then, I believe that's honestly it. Let me see. Obviously, the D-pad controls are the same, like with map and place marker and emote and all that stuff. L1's still crouch, but, you know, I can't really use that. So, because, you know, it places down a building. Yeah, and then everything else is the same. So yeah, and then now we're going to be going into edit controls. So edit controls, I don't really need this, but you know, might as well put it on anyway. Where is it? Place marker, I don't think there is one. Yeah, I don't even need it. Okay, so everything's the same here except for the bottom on the D-pad isn't, you know, rotate or anything on the map, you know, because, you know, it's not supposed to. And then edit is L1. And then, yeah, basically this is my controls for that. Obviously L is confirm. And then my dead zones are at the very minimum. And yes, that does cause me to do this sometimes. when I'm not even touching my controller. Obviously I'm doing that right now, but you know, yeah. So yeah, that's my controls, and the only consequences I really have is no auto sprint, which I don't even really use that much. I'm sure if I really wanted to, I could change it out for something. But, you know, I don't use it enough compared to other stuff to have a whole button assigned to it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope you guys, you know, PlayStation-wise, maybe like the controls and actually got them and, you know, used them. So yeah. Sorry. Hold on. I gotta finish this. Alright, yeah, so I hope you guys either, like, you know, like the controls and are using them for PlayStation people, and maybe Xbox people can get something from this. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!